And a huge mornings to Patrice Amagashi.
Good morning, my brother. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I trust that all is well with you.
Yes, I'm excited about the day.
Really?
You know, the point is, anytime you wake up in the morning, what it means is that everything else that happened yesterday and days before are in the past.
Yes,
God has given you a
right?
brand new breath of life, and you must be excited about it. Waking up is a key to life. Nothing else.
Yes, that I can 100% agree with. There's always a new lease of life. It's a clean slate. It's a blank check. You can write out and make history, right? Tell a different story, be a better person, look at things differently, and also not assume, not run into lots of assumptions which can destroy your relationships, like I was seeking to share with listeners a lot earlier. But the papers have quite the story today.
Beautiful headlines this morning.
Do you
want me to start?
Absolutely.
Okay, no problem.
Absolutely.
So, strangely, I'm starting off with the spider. And I don't know why I'm saying strangely.
People have cobwebs in their
So the spider this morning, July 30, says, political parties stripped of delegates' power. Yeah. Aren't I happy and excited about this? Landmark ruling scraps closed-door primaries, but Parliament fears a costlier road to primaries. I'm really excited about this. Now, fix the roads or forget the trade. Bokpin's blunt after warning. Well, I've been talking about roads, and here we are, Professor talking. Funeral war. Court halts Adwa Safo's Kantanka funeral. And no delegates, no problem. NDC shrugs off Supreme Court bombshell. And it has a picture of Asirun Ketia. Not to say he said it though, but I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's the details might suggest or give us an inkling as to what more possibly could be.
I'm overly excited about this Supreme Court's ruling. Supreme Court has been trending, so there's another story that is attributed to the Supreme Court that has to do with the OSP.
Yes.
All right, okay, so we'll get into that. But finally, on the front page of the Spider this morning says, vultures over Valcom. Minority declares war over secret Mahama takeover fears. So that is the Spider this morning. Do I continue or you do another?
No,
okay,
proceed.
Okay.
When
so let's see the archives. Archives this morning says Baumia would not have qualified as running mate if the story continues in the newspaper, and this according to Nyahu Tamaklo. Supreme Court halts monetization of Ghana's democracy. Deep pocket politicians and financiers left in tears. Also on the front page of the archives, no more hooliganism in schools. Education Minister declares backs GES zero tolerance policy, and that is Haruna Idrisu, my man. In Kasem community, bears teeth at Kofi Job over cooperative man. Oh, Kofi Job. Okay, but they're reading Kofi Job.
As in Job, Kofi Job.
It's called Job. Oh, not Job. Okay, all right, okay.
Kofi Job, right?
Oh, Kofi Job. Okay.
J-O-B, right?
J-O-B, yeah. All right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So my people say job, man. It's a job. J-O-B is a job, man. All right, so that's the archives. Let's look at Daybreak this morning. Daybreak this morning says, soldier interdicted.
Wait. The day has broken.
Okay.
And the OSP has won.
That's Kekujo for you.
And
so
the fight against corruption continues. This is the second coming. Now, you know, the second coming is always stronger than the first.
Oh, really?
Yes. Just by the way. For the record.
Coming from behind. Okay, so you just came from behind to come and interrupt me.
For the record.
Okay.
For the record. Good morning,
Yeah. But I mean, it was. We'll get into all of that. I want us to just skedaddle through the papers.
So let me just get back into Daybreak. Daybreak says soldier interdicted over TikTok comments. And then ADB expands customer access with new branches. Oh, wow. I hope this is not the East Legon branch. I'll cry over it. Anyway, beyond the gavel, operationalizing the Supreme Court's ruling to fully demonetize Ghana's democracy. And it's got Victoria Sam, Nyakwa Sam, PhD, economist, lecturer, and security analyst. And the bold banner headline says, Council of State, Chief Justice to succeed Sophia Ekufu. That is Paul Kwejo Bafoboni's picture right there on the front page.
On the Hawk newspaper, on the front page of the Hawk newspaper, we have one member, one vote is here. Supreme Court forces parties to open up internal elections. And then we have worst language policy ever. Professor Bodomo fires warning over foreign languages at KG level. Then mineral boom occurs. MEDA CEO warns Africa against repeating the mistakes of the past. And Keta's 120,000 Ghana cedis flood cash storm. Engineer refuses to rubber stamp spending amid pressure claims. Opon Fosu is our man. NDC movement throws weight behind Akwesi Opon Fosu for national chairman. He's been in the news recently a lot, and it looks like the momentum is building up towards his candidature. Adjoa Safo Akofina cannot stop my father's burial. That's the banner headlines for Supreme newspaper. Dr. Kingsley Krugu.
So it says Adjoa Safo is saying that Akofina cannot stop.
Yes.
Okay, the father's burial.
Yes.
Okay.
Let me take that again. Adjoa Safo says Akofina cannot stop my father's funeral. Biography of Odenehu Apostle Emeritus Professor Engineer Kojo Safo Kantanka.
So scared.
Dr. Kingsley Krugu says government must fast-track Act 1124 reforms as media review shows gaps in environmental governance. I think...
Okay, so the business analyst this morning says, Supreme Court declares delegate system unconstitutional. That is great news. And then NPA raises fuel price floors for August 1st pricing window. Also on the front page of the analyst, which is edited by the president of the Ghana Journalists Association, it says Parliament passes new customs bill to boost revenue mobilization. Also, AMA arrests coconut trader for unauthorized use of bus stop as storage facility. And the banner headline says, Supreme Court affirms OSP's prosecutorial powers, but Attorney General's authority still prevails. So that is the analyst for you this morning. Also, on the front page of Enidaso Sports, well, Sports Minister pledges government's full support to Black Queens ahead of WAFCON opener. Glasgow 2026, Akai Nete loses men's light middleweight quarterfinal to Marvin Clare. And Baumia wishes Black Queens success ahead of CAF Women's Africa Cup of Nations opener against Cape Verde.
Right. I have a few more papers here. The Ghanaian Times, they lead with that landmark ruling, Supreme Court landmark ruling. All card-bearing members can vote. NDC and NPP welcome decision. Story on page 12. Still on the Supreme Court, upholds OSP prosecutorial powers. Ghana, Gabon decry xenophobia, commits to Africa integration. Ethical leadership key to fighting corruption. Asin Kushia Paramount Chief. Asin Kushia is one of the cleanest, if not the cleanest town in the country as we speak.
Is that where the chief painted all houses and paved all? No. Oh, that's not the place.
No, that's not the place. But Asin Kushia, they are very neat.
Okay.
They don't tolerate rubbish at all.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
Kushia.
Yes.
I was there. I had the privilege of being there during the Asin North by-election somewhere in 2022, 2023.
Oh, the Kwesi.
James Jachi Kwesi.
Yeah.
And I visited the town, and I mean, when they are very proud, right? So when you're driving in, they say, "Welcome to the cleanest town."
Oh wow, that's beautiful. That's good to know.
They've been in the news.
Is that not the place where the chief is the one leading that?
No,
I think that's should be a different place.
No, I think you are talking about
the chief who provided the Wi-Fi to the community.
Yeah, exactly. Painted the place everywhere.
Are you referring to Domahini?
No, it's not. It's not
because Domahini is the one who's usually seen leading
such things.
Environmental exercises, cleanup exercises, and things like that. But I think Kushia is also. They've been in the news for years now.
Wow!
Maintaining very healthy environmental standards.
Yeah, there was a chief who was trending with beautification of the community.
Yeah, it's in Nana Aye Biafo, Janana, then Koswanhene or development chief of Dumasuya
Okay.
That's the place.
Okay, all right, that's the place I'm talking about. Okay.
Asin Kushia is.
Okay, Asin Kushia, that's good. Okay.
This is different. Okay.
Oh, is it the chief, the Nkoswahini, who paved
Yes.
a town
and provided Wi-Fi and all of that.
Yes. I think that's the one you're referring
that's what
to.
Patrice is referring to.
He's also doing very well.
Solid guy.
Fantastic work.
Solid guy.
Fantastic work.
These are the people we need.
Yeah. MTN commits $1.1 billion to expand network. What will that mean for you and I? I'm sure if you grab a copy of the Daily, the Ghanaian Times, you see that for yourself. Throne Day 2026, celebrating a nation's transformation under the leadership of His Majesty King Mohammed VI. It's also a feature you find. On the back page, Ministry of Communication supports UG with 2,000 laptops for 1 million coders program, and tap cashew value chain in Bono region. GIPA urges investor, the Ghana Investment Promotion Authority. Now they are no longer a center. Ghana Investment Promotion Authority. The Daily Guide newspaper, deep freezer, TV, cash, boiled eggs, party delegate system banned. See the way the path they choose.
Yeah.
Deep freezer,
Yes.
TV, cash, boiled eggs. Party delegate system banned. There's a picture of someone even carrying a TV, right?
I wish I could go gift the Supreme Court judges something this morning.
No,
it's not allowed. I would have done that.
Yeah, and so I mean that's been welcome, but the new ones and all of that, we'll get into all of those conversations. Court holds Kojo Safo Kantanka burial. Ghana must export mining innovation, not just minerals. Alhaji Ali Ibrahim Van Yeboah jailed 85 months in US over $10 million romance scam. So that the network did $100 million, but he, for one, was responsible for about $10 million, right? So I mean, Johnny says Asin Kushia meeting place for battle strategy. Ehuna Bobrim. Pra Ajin Sem.
Okay.
You go see and tremble. So yeah, I think Asin Kushia, maybe what they call in Samrani, perhaps is what is that? But yeah.
Oh no, say that again.
The Ehuna Bobrim.
Yes.
Pra Ajin Sem.
That's his title.
Pra Ajin Sem, that's his title. Yeah.
Yes.
That's Dr. Sam Jones' brother. Is that him, or that's a different person?
Whose title?
The title of the king.
Yes.
Or the chief.
You are saying it's an appellation, and I'm saying it's a title.
It's a title.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
I understand you are a number 9. I understand he's a number 9.
Oh no, I learn as fast as I can when it comes to these things. And
so Nana Prajin Sim, I know him.
Yes.
Nana Prajin Sim, that is Sam Jones' brother.
Oh, okay.
Dr. Sam Jones' brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
OSP has power to prosecute. Supreme Court. That's it for the Daily Guide. A bit more for me here, and then I'll come. Power to the people. As Supreme Court ends delegate system. Look, it looks like the political parties may be more excited than even the ordinary Ghanaian in terms of this ruling by the courts, because the way the headlines are capturing the stories and all of that. Power to the people, boiled eggs, deep freezers, party delegate system banned, and all of that. All cardboard, it's everywhere, right? It's a landmark ruling, and one that we'll get into.
We must buy the judges Koscielny Meku.
We need to.
Also, Opariado urges young Ghanaians to build skills and serve nation. NITA launches 2026 National ICT Week. Targets Ghana's digital transformation. Samuel Ofosu-Ampofo to lay father to rest on Saturday, August 8th. Dr. Audrey Amoa demands stronger urban planning enforcement. The Daybreak newspaper, soldier interdicted over TikTok comment.
Yeah.
Hey. Has the Venerable Major General Lawrence Koku Betanu on the front page as well. I don't suppose that has anything to do with him. We'll get details. No, it has nothing to do with him. It's a disciplinary process, but because he's the chief of army staff, they've slapped his image on the front page. ADB expands customer access with new branches beyond the gavel, operationalizing the Supreme Court's ruling to fully demonetize Ghana's democracy. So already, some persons have already started sharing thoughts in relation to the ruling by the Supreme Court. Council of State, CJ to succeed Sophia Kufu. We had this conversation here in the studio, didn't we not? Because there's a strict requirement.
Somebody here needs to,
Yes, a former Chief Justice has to be serving on the Council of State. And
I think we mentioned that he will be nearing, he
goes on retirement this year.
November,
actually.
right?
Yeah, this year.
Wow.
This year. And so...
that happens. Let's look at Africa Today. Africa Today says, uphold public service accountability. Also, Nungwa Manche faces fresh trouble. New twist in Valco seal dispute. Report exposes ACK holdings. Now, sudden loss of fire commander is a big blow, and grassroots urge delegates to back Dakuji. The National Enquirer says, government commits to enforcing new EPA Act 1124. This is attributed to Ama Kofi Boa. Daily Democrat says, power to the people. And Opariado urges young Ghanaians to build skills and serve nations. Also on the front page of Bono Ahafo Echo, it says, regional minister cuts sword for Nkranza South Community Center project. Also, Galamsey fight. Bono Regsec orders mining firms to submit permits by August 3. Also, the front page of the Bono Ahafo Echo is choose new leaders to rebuild NPP in Ahafo. That's concerned Sunafo South MP, who's urging delegates to do that. Daily Post, Supreme Court declares political parties' delegate system unconstitutional. The Insight, edited by Kwesi Pratt, says legacy debt. Ghana saves $250 million from power deal renegotiations. Also, double track system to end within 24 months, according to Haruna Idrisu. South Africa's economy hit by migrant exodus. And GSA dismisses false recruitment claims, and basement movement donates to churches and vows commitments to national development. Well, I've not seen this. The Graphic Show Business Morning says, why Ghana's comedy scene is no laughing matter. Social media fame without skill.
That's an interesting one.
That's Jim Fua. The New Republic says, the end of the small gods delegate cartel. Supreme Court resurrects OSP.
I'm guessing it's Herald.
This is the New Republic. I wonder what they're all saying. Okay, so that's it. The Dispatch this morning says, let's all heal old wounds and unite for victory in 2028. That is Paul Afoko saying. Africa's mineral boom must not become a resource curse. MIDA CEO. Now, group heads to Supreme Court to enforce ban on consumption of dog and cat meat in Ghana. Really? Okay. Cost of winning a parliamentary seat in Ghana rose by over 3,000% between 2012 and 2020. That's Professor Prempe who is saying that. That is quite revealing. Oh, your favorite Herald. Herald says ECG's 170 million Ghana cedis unapproved spending under Dubik, Mahama, and covered. Minerals Income and Investment Funds, that is MIF, delivers 1.1 billion profits despite 98% royalty share cut.
On that score, you know, I don't know why we haven't thrown a lot of light on their successes.
That is MIF, right?
MIF, yes.
Yeah,
I think we should get them into the studio one of these days.
No problem. Yeah. We should. We can do that.
Because,
we can do that.
I mean, we need to, as much as we are very critical of government, we also need to celebrate their successes. And
1.1 billion Ghana cedis profits despite 98% royalty share cut. That is serious.
Yeah.
Goldfields insists 74% of Takwa mine revenue stays in Ghana. They are insisting that 74% of Takwa mine revenue stays in Ghana. Wontumi lawyers appeal 20-year, they say, illegal mining conviction. Okay, that's good. Exclusive says Supreme Court orders inclusive voting in party primaries. Dr. Audrey Amwa urges strict ban on planning. So there you go. Thanks so very much, Erikus, for serving us this. And good morning to Duncan Amwa. He is Executive Secretary of COPEC.
Right?
Yeah, good morning to him. And to Majaro, otherwise known as James. Mr. James, big man James, Majaro, Godfather. Francis Amano, and then to Lawrence. Lawrence, yes, he's also listening to you. And Master Kabute. Master Kabute has made a promise that he's going to see you and deliver something to you. So, Master Kabute, good morning. Egbeta is listening to you. Whatever you have for him, please, that is between you and him. And also to all the staff at Star Oil. especially their CEO, Mr. Tieku.
Yeah.
Yeah, Star Oil is doing pretty good.
I think while you're mentioning Star Oil, I mean, good morning to my friends at Ghana Oil. That's Goyle.
Goyle, okay, all right, okay.
Yes,
Well, Nanacha is my friend also there at Goyle.
I have a good friend at Star Oil.
Chairman of the board of directors.
Particularly my very good friend and brother OTK with Goyle.
Tell OTK I'm still waiting for my umbrella. It's raining.
Yes, the umbrellas are coming.
Still waiting for the umbrella.
Yes. They keep their promises, you know.
Really?
Yes, that's Goyle, Ghana Oil.
Go, fuels for energy. Let me fuels for superpower.
Yeah, let me do the last paper. And then,
we do the online.
We'll do online as well. The Daily Post.
Yeah, okay.
Right.
The Daily Post.
You did the Daily Post? Okay, if the Daily Post is done,
hits the online.
Let's take you online quickly. We'll start off with 3news.com to get details as to exactly what's happening there as well, and bring you details, right? Because there's been quite the reaction to the development from yesterday. And yesterday, all of the news programs, particularly late nights, were sinking their teeth deep into the Supreme Court ruling and all of that. But 3news.com leads with education. Minister declares zero tolerance for indiscipline in schools. Speaker Bagman calls for stronger parliament, academia, civil society partnership on economic governance. Stakeholders call for collective action to address growing indiscipline in schools, and effective school leadership is critical to improving the quality of education. That's according to the Vice President. And Health Ministry temporarily shuts down Techiman Krobo Nursing Training College due to student unrest. And special commendation to the students of the Krobo Nursing Training College. Special commendation to them. Look, if we gather as little courage as they did to protest bad leadership, at least from what we're hearing, because there were persons who were sent, the district director of health and all of that went to the school, spoke to the students and said, look, the students have a case, and so we will work around the clock and address whatever concerns they have. Big commendations to them for standing up. I mean, I had principal or whatever. You can't walk into a school and be disrespecting, verbally abusing students. That's a no-no, right? So special commendations to them for that as well. I'll take you to City Newsroom. Education must produce innovators, not certificate holders. Ibn Chambers saying this. Bekwai residents give Chinese quarry firm 1 week ultimatum over blasting environmental concerns. 2026 BC. Wire cancels 601 results, withholds 167 as 2,722 more face scrutiny. Direct primary school strengthen democracy if properly implemented. Hassan Ayariga is saying this. Gary Mako questions funding for court-ordered direct primaries. So, even though the political parties, in the general sense, have welcomed it, opinions from within, they are raising matters up for conversation. So, how do we proceed? What are the modalities? What could this even mean as well for who becomes a leader within the party base and all of that?
I think some of them have asked whether it sends the NPP back to another primaries, and I think it would be good to touch on that.
No, I don't think it does.
So we can dispel some of the notions, the false assumptions that.
So let me just finish. Attorney General would face political costs for halting OSP prosecutions. Dr. Kojo Asante Pumpuni. MyJoyOnline.com. 2026 BEC results release. Over 3,600 absent as thousands await final verdict. 2,722 BC results under investigation as wire cracks down on exam malpractice. 601 BC candidates lose results after wire confirm exam malpractice. Delegate system, excess democracy comes with its own issues. Mustafa Bandi, delegate system, he's here again speaking to that. Mobile money transactions hit 492.9 billion.
Oh, wow.
In June. So, for mobile money, it's come to stay. Ghana Web is where I'm going to take you finally. Leaked document shows scholarship secretariat paid £56,000 for 16-year-old to attend UK high school.
Can you imagine? This scholarship secretariat matter is something that I am so much concerned
UK
about.
high school.
Yeah, UK high
So
school.
it wasn't a university.
16-year-old. Perhaps was a son of somebody.
When was this?
Well, I have no idea when it was.
Would you like to read the story?
Yeah, we need to get back into it.
Let me get into
the story. But
Just
that is serious. So once you look for it, other stories on the front page of Ghana websites.
Whoever
admission was in
engineered that must be
2022.
ashamed, eh?
2022.
Was in 2022 and was for 2 years. I've got the details.
2022. So this was under the
Yes,
Akufo-Addo
well,
Bawumia
yeah.
government.
It was under Educhum.
I just like to mention for a fact that this was under the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration.
Anyways,
Yes,
I have
and the
issues with
sector minister was Educhum.
Yes, I have issues with the scholarship secretariat. I have big issues. Anyway, so
Right. A bit more from Ghana Web. Widow recount how police inspector husband died after visiting woman. Rosemond lost her husband in a crash while he was reportedly returning from a visit to his lover.
Oh, wow.
Charlie. I started going to the mortuary at age 3. 24-year-old mortuary
attendant
woman tells a story.
Okay.
The constitution is clear. Ghana has a 2-term presidency. Atodasi dismisses third term claim. 2026 BC. Here's how to check your results. Just also in the business front, NPA raises floor price for fuel. August pricing window. So it suggests that fuel prices are going up. Fuel prices are going up. Even before anything can be said or done about it. Guys, let me come to us now in terms of details from the newspapers.
Yeah.
Right? And I think the big one, or the biggest, is the
Supreme Court delegate.
And then the OSP.
The OSP,
but we'll start off with the delegate system.
Yeah.
And what it says. I'll read the story from page 3 of the Daily Guide newspaper, as well as page 12 of the Ghanaian Times newspaper, seeking to see how each of them captures the story. Right, always interesting. So the Daily Guide's headline is the deep freezers and whatever. That story is by Jibril Abdul Razak. It reads that the Supreme Court has directed political parties in the country to take steps to allow all members to participate in internal elections, effectively scrapping the age-old delegate system. The Apex Court, in a 5-2 majority decision, held that the delegate system used by political parties to elect both presidential and parliamentary candidates over the years is inconsistent with democratic principles. The Ghanaian Times story is written by Malik Suleimana. In an unprecedented fashion, the Supreme Court has ruled that all registered members of political parties in Ghana be allowed to take part in the election of parliamentary and presidential candidates for national elections. By a 5-2 majority decision, the court on Wednesday effectively ended the electoral college system, which allows a handful of delegates to elect parliamentary and presidential candidates during internal elections. The court, presided over by the Chief Justice, Justice Paul Bafo-Boni himself, held that the electoral college system or delegate vote system breaches Article 55(5) of the 1992 Constitution and therefore unconstitutional.
This is where you sing, "Oh happy day,
oh happy day,
oh happy day,
oh happy day."
When Supreme Court,
when Supreme Court, when Supreme Court,
kick out delegate,
kick out
delegates conference.
Power to the people.
Delegate. No more boiled eggs.
And Coco
Power to the
fell
people.
in the water. Coco season gone.
Cocoa season. Cocoa season is gone.
Cocoa season is gone.
Cocoa season
Eggs
is
are
gone.
The fridges are gone.
The fridges are gone. And the
Gas
flask
cookers
too.
and
And the gas cookers.
And the money envelope.
And the money under the table.
But you see, we're not looking at it from another
Charlie, but they
perspective.
should have waited for all of us to get in first.
Oh, really?
And gotten our share before they close the door. No, I have a bone to you guys want to give the Supreme
No, but
Court
this is
gifts,
it's
but
not,
I
it's
want
not
to
a
take a
level.
bone with them.
It's
You want
not a
to
level
go with
playing
them?
ground
Okay.
because the MPP has already elected their flag bearer.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there were quite a lot of them who were beneficiaries of the old order.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, now the NDC is about to go into its own primaries and will have to probably
Go according to this.
submit.
The ruling says that in a
Is
year,
it void ab initio?
they've been given a year.
Was the ruling void ab initio?
No, so it will not take a
Immediate effect. Retroactive
No, no, no,
effect.
no.
It will not go. It will not go back to amend. So even that's why I decided to read both stories, right? Because one of the arguments which had been made, particularly when the ruling came fresh, and we were discussing this extensively in the newsroom, myself, Cyril, a host of the other guys, Napo Ali Husseini. I mean, we were discussing, and the suggestion was that, look, the parties could find an innovative way either to maintain or go around.
They dare
go
not.
around. No, let me land
not.
so that you will understand. Because at the heart of what has been the concern is that this could become more expensive to actually conduct the elections, and the parties also have to determine who a member in good standing is.
Right.
Yes, we're yet to see the full reasoning of the court.
Right.
But in terms of early gleanings, it will mean that a member of a political party is in good standing will still be determined by the political parties, right? And so that will still be within
the
their
parties. But the
preserve.
parties have a constitution.
Yes.
That says that to be declared or to be signaled as a member who is in good standing, you should have paid your dues. You attend the meetings. There are prerequisites to that.
Fair point. So that came up as part of the conversation. The other one which also came up was what this could mean going forward in terms of how bases are rallied and who eventually emerges as a preferred candidate at the national level. Means you must appeal
to everybody
across board. Amongst many other things, deep pockets will no longer be the thing. And whether or not there could be another way to have, because if it becomes a case, right?
Yes, sir.
There could be some regions which will have a bit more in terms of membership, which could suggest that if anybody stands from this place, they are guaranteed a large support base already. So could that go into the thinking of the party to introduce an electoral college, for instance, to say that all of you will vote, but you vote and elect representatives who will come and subsequently elect
I think that was the position of Mr. Gary Nimaku, who has the legal block of the NPP. Yesterday I listened to him on another network, and he seems to suggest that by the 28th of July next year, that's 2027, we should come back and ask the question whether or not they've been able to achieve what the Supreme Court is asking them to go and achieve. He also parts it with the fact that, well, is the country or the states ready to sponsor political parties? And if you are not sponsoring political parties to achieve their aim, why are you then dictating the pace of how to do things? You know, so I mean, it comes to the point that we have commodified or monetized our political system in this country.
Yeah,
we have seen people who are not fit for purpose leading people. And
could you kindly repeat that?
We have seen people who are not fit for purpose.
A lot of them are not fit for purpose.
Leading
a
people.
lot of them.
Now, the conversation is this. If they didn't have money, would they have it? Look, we as journalists, we sit back sometimes and we know that, maybe 6 people are contesting for a role.
Yeah.
But having interacted with them over time, we know that if this man is giving the nod, even though we do not belong to party A or party B, if this man is giving the nod, he can do a better job for the political party. But that person does not have a deep pocket. And so that person loses the election. And the consequences of losing that election is brought upon the party. And then the party comes back say, we are trying to reorganize it, blah, blah, blah. What?
For me, it is so wrong. It is so wrong. Much as it's been widened, I still believe that the way we choose our leaders is so flawed. We are believing in a certain democracy, which is a word. And this one was how many years ago that we had democracy? Democracy doesn't mean follow the status quo that was established back when it was propounded. I am looking at the wisdom that went into the choice of, I mentioned this earlier, the choice of school prefects when we were back in school. And you could see that all these boys who were chosen as school prefects and girls who were chosen as girls prefects were people who had leadership quality, they had some dignity, they had a lot of credibility. Until date, those who were elected back then in school, today, when you watch their lifestyle, you realize that it was worth it.
It was worth it.
Yes. Yeah. So how come our masters, as we call them, were able to select these boys and girls? What did they look at? What did they see? For me, it is very simple and easy for us to determine who is supposed to lead a country. The person must have integrity. First of all, the person must have established a certain institution. The person must have employed a certain number of people. The person must have done some philanthropic work. The person must have constructed and developed something. Then we know that, yes, we are motivating people who have managed people and created something and known how to manage businesses to come and lead the state. But not somebody who has made money that we don't challenge. We do not look at the basis of the person accruing that money, where the person got that money from. We don't challenge all
you'll
those
be
things.
a hater
Exactly.
if you go challenging
if you go
it.
there. It's like no, it is so wrong. So if at that level, look at all the institutions in this country. So you're looking at Fidelity Bank, you're looking at what's the name, Star Oil, you're looking at GCB, you're looking at Stanbic Bank and all these banks, UMB and so on and so forth. How do they select their CEOs? Because there's a criteria you need to follow, and there should have been something you would have achieved before you are given that position. But when it comes to the country, when natural resources are vested in the hands of one person, we are saying it must be a popularity vote. That is quite absurd and crass. If we say we are educated and we are well-knowing and all-knowing and exposed, we should move away from the way we are selecting people to become leaders of a political party. So the problem starts from the political party level, where people, they give power to the popular person or the most popular person or the person who has a lot of money. As Johnny said, deep pockets. Deep pockets would never run a country properly. Think about it. We see erudite men. Look at the Kowu Business Forum. When they organize it and you see the people who are there, you would ask yourself, are these people Ghanaians? Yes, they are running businesses and they are successful. You look at KGL, look at Dade, look at the kind of work that he is doing. He's doing extremely well. So you are telling me that you can't give the country to a Dade or a Sikkins or a Whitechapel or to a Pakas or to the Sofami man, because these people have shown and proved that they are capable of running business with people.
But you see why we'll not give that to them is the fact that they also don't want their images dented. Look, Marina, as you sit here calmly in your nice blue suit, white shirts, you put on a tie later for News Central in the afternoon, nice watch, you wear your spectacles, nice haircut, nice shoe. Decide that you want to contest for an MP in your area that you have lived in for all these donkey years. And the next moment, we will find out which primary school your great-grandfather attended. That's how we are in this country. That's what we are. We always want to go back to, okay, they will run you down just because somebody has brought them a tin of sardine, a ball of kinky, and some 20 CDs to go and drink whatever they have to drink.
You know how to live life. You should have
you get the point. Yeah. So we don't encourage people, men of timber and caliber, to step into the. We're talking about Asinku Shia, the meeting place to strategize for battle. Nana pra, una bobrim pra, ajinsem. Una obe bobrim. You go see him, you go tremble.
Yes. You were telling me that's some Jonas brother as well.
Now, it's his brother.
That's the meaning of the title.
Yes. Una bobrim. You go see him, you go fear. Fear go catch you. Now,
it's fearsome.
It's fearsome. Yes. And one single man has been able to show us how to do sanitation in this country. Look at all the good things he's doing in this place. He will wake up one morning and say, oh, Charlie, I want to be MP. for this area.
Yeah.
Everybody will come and tell you how his great grandfather died of
Even the cloth.
Can you imagine?
You know,
And that is who
that
we
is why
are.
I don't believe
That's
they
what
must
we
be
have
elected.
reduced everything to.
Don't elect them. Prove to me that you can do it. Present a paper that you can do it.
Here's my counter argument.
Okay, go ahead.
And it's not a counter argument to suggest that, but I'm just drawing us our
Charlie,
attention
feel free.
to,
It's a counter argument. Make it
to
go.
what it is that we're discussing, right?
Yeah.
That everywhere else,
Yes.
this is how the democracy is practiced.
No.
I'm coming. I want to make a point. In terms of elections, elections increasingly are a contest of popularity, unless we will disagree. And even with the challenge of how persons go after you, I make reference to the US, for instance. The moment someone steps up, wants to be a Republican or a Democrat candidate into an elections, everything about them comes to the fore. The good, the bad, the ugly. We saw Hillary Clinton, her emails and all of that conversations, everything comes to the fore. So what I'm saying is that at the heart of it, those things will exist. People, the moment you say you want to lead, they'll go after your background.
Oh, yes.
They'll begin to dig. They'll begin to find out. They want to know who it is. And throwing mud at you will be a part of the contest.
Going for your background in those democracies are digging to say that Marina says he can operate a console. It's a lie. He cannot operate the console.
Because
ABC.
Benefit of hindsight shows that he hasn't done it.
Now, if Marina can operate the console, but Marina doesn't have a deep pocket, we say, he can operate the console. But if we make sure that he doesn't let people influence him to have a deep pocket later, so that what he says behind the console is influenced by people, then we are sure that Marina will do a good job. There are scandals, bigger scandals. What happens here? It be child's play.
Oh yes, of course.
There are bigger scandals that happen out there, but you find that most of those people sometimes they go before committee, blah blah blah. And the other point is that we even don't have the dignity of saying that, okay, I'm wrong. I got it wrong.
No.
I want to resign.
Nobody
we don't have the
that.
dignity. We have caught people in this country. We know where their girls are. Keep on keeping on. We'll bring them to their parents. Where is the lady? She was later made Iyoko boss. She's still in the police. No dignity to resign.
No.
Yes.
We have had people who have committed serious blunder in public. Public holding offices. And they still are holding their positions.
From the roof to the carpet.
Yes.
From our chiefs to our politicians.
Yes. Look, former Minister for Health.
Yeah.
Kwekwajima Menu.
Yeah.
He championed Agenda 111, no? There's a hospital in Doma Central, private hospital, allegedly belonging to him, completed. Doma Central doesn't have Agenda 111. It's not completed.
But he has a private company.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Belonging to him.
Yeah.
Conflict of interest.
And the president stood surety for him. Today, Chairman to me is in jail for 20 years. What did the president say about Chairman to me? That Akunta mining is not involved in any form of illegal mining. There are many instances, not just with the NPP, even NDC.
Yes.
Many instances of that. We don't have the dignity of saying that, I got it wrong.
You know, there's Akunta mining and then there's Aso mining.
There's Aso mining. I didn't know about
it. It will possibly emerge.
But they are all
after
in-laws,
2028. Right? Yes, they are all in-laws. Aso is the in-law of the NDC.
Okay, Aso is the in-law of the NDC.
And Akunta is the in-law.
Is the brother of the wife
of the cousin
of the sister. Asu and Akunta. You know, back in the day, there was something. Patrice, you know that as well. Asu and Kanja. Remember that?
Was a
cartoon.
Yeah, cartoon. Yeah.
I read that as a boy. It was
Asu and Co. Also.
Asu and Co. Yeah. Asu and Co. Asu and Co. Yeah. It was a cartoon. Yeah. Chop, hot slap, and Charlie. Oh, Charlie.
There was another one too. Oh, Lord God Almighty, I forgot it. If it comes to mind, I remember. But that was a very sweet one. It was also cartoon. And this was by Ghanaians.
Ghanaians, yes.
You know?
Zingaro production.
Zingaro came later. This was a So and Co. Yes.
There was a So and Co. And then there was
one other.
Is it David Akwasari?
No. There was one in the graphic. Some macho guy. I have forgotten the name. was some
You
legend.
go chop something, you go Sabina. Oh, it was sweet.
It was.
Anyway.
Charlie, you look forward to it.
Yeah, you look forward to that one.
Look forward to it.
Look, you are talking about this thing happening in so many countries. I tell you, go to Indonesia, go to Sweden, go to Denmark, and find out how their politics is run, how they elect. Even in Sweden, but for the fact that their prime minister was attacked at what's the name, a supermarket or a shopping mall, he wouldn't have had any bodyguards. They never had a bodyguard for their prime minister. They never did, because it was based on ideas. What kind of ideas do you have to propound? And they would go back and dig in and realize if this person is able to achieve A or B or C. So for us, we are just adopting something in the wrong manner. What do we mean by grassroots? Who is grassroots? Tell me about grassroots. Why do I need grassroots? Somebody, a grassroots person, to reason for me. Really, what is the exposure of that person? What does the person know about well-constructed roads? The person lives in a mud house or a thatch house. Not to say that those who live in those houses are less privileged, but I'm talking about somebody leading the way. The person must be exposed to know something before the engineering
That's
is
why
done.
we keep saying that our literacy rate as a country is something we shouldn't take for granted.
And it is very high. Literacy rate is high in Ghana.
Because at the end of the day, right, if our literacy rate does not improve drastically, every 4 years, every 4 years, when we queue to cast our votes, you can imagine.
Nobody must queue. Not everybody must vote.
but-
I still insist. Not everybody must vote. In the country.
Universal adult suffrage says everybody
That
must
is what
vote.
they are saying.
Yes,
But the point is that
yes,
decisions are taken on your behalf as you sit here.
But Johnny, you
Yes.
should listen to the latter, suffrage.
Here's where
Suffrage.
here's
Yeah,
where
the,
our-
everybody
the
must vote.
sufferation of the mass.
Not everybody.
here's where I will disagree.
Okay,
Right.
that what? Which one that we are democracy or not everybody must vote?
Not everybody must
Not
vote.
everybody
must vote.
No, everybody must vote.
Not everybody must vote. I
Everybody
insist.
must.
No, everybody must
I
vote.
will advance my argument. And the last time I said it
No,
here.
you said it here and I disagree with you.
No, everybody must
You know
vote.
why I disagree with you?
Tell me why.
Look, elsewhere,
The drunkard must vote.
not everybody
The squatter must vote.
who votes, right, appreciates issues.
That's
Look,
right.
When campaigns are run, it doesn't have to take all of the document, all of the policies in
They
a,
don't have to
in a
understand
manifesto
everything
for
comprehensively.
the person to
Yeah.
decide that I will vote for this.
Even the
person.
manifesto you mentioned is
Someone,
wrong.
patience.
Yes, we'll get into
Someone
Patience.
can listen to the conversation, the debates, right, and be impressed about the fact that free SHS means my child will go to school for free, or the other will say no fee stress.
Right.
My first year university fees is taken care of. Doesn't care about what happens with the country's energy sector. I
Right.
mean,
Jeez.
the
They're looking
energy
at their
sector,
small corner.
the petroleum upstream sector has been on a decline for a very long time.
Right.
The person who is hawking on the street or has a small shed somewhere is not interested in that.
That is where the problem is.
What is of interest to that person is X.
Free SHS.
Free SHS.
Do construct my road for
This,
me.
that.
Give me a gutter. I want street lights.
Yeah.
That's
You,
all.
insurance.
you the
That's
educated,
all.
you the educated person, or perhaps you are or you are someone with a field in energy, in finance, in economics, in banking. When you pick when you pick a policy proposal by a political party, you look at what they are seeking to do within the space you work in,
Right.
and how that benefits you.
Yeah.
That is the basis upon which people vote.
Look.
Now,
Well, go ahead.
when all is said and done, when people are elected into office, this point that we continue to make, Barack Obama came here and said, strong institutions.
Led
Strong
by who?
institutions
Will be led by
is
who?
what
The squatter.
no.
By the
strong
drunkard.
institutions is what will protect the interests of the average person.
Yes.
Strong institution is what will make sure that the person who has a shed somewhere was thinking about free SHS or no fee stress, but subsequently other government policies will align that after free SHS, there's an environment which allows businesses to thrive and create jobs, such that when the person is done or their child is done, the environment has been created, which creates jobs and they slot in.
But Mayana, do we even know that those who shout Ejobodo, Eshiradorado. If you ask them what's the principles of their party and the ideology that underpins their party are, most of them don't know.
Why they do not have to vote?
You get the point. If you look, Radu.
You guys are making my point.
The elephant is a winning symbol. What was it?
You don't understand. Patrice doesn't seem to. Patrice doesn't seem to understand Mawena's point.
Most of them don't understand.
Yes.
But it doesn't take away their right to make a decision. As
That
Mariana
right
said,
must be taken.
Look, as Mariana said, from their perspective, look, there are people, you and I will be looking at other things.
Yeah.
There's a businessman who has millions of dollars in his account this morning. He has many enterprises and many industries working for him. His next move is not about what to eat. His next move is about how many other companies can I get in? Which other countries can I plant my feet in? Right? There's another guy who's sleeping under the bridge at Kwame Nkrumah Circle now, the Circle Dubai, Mohammed's Dubai, whose only problem in this life is how he's able to get some 30 cedis, use some to go to the washroom, use some to go and buy hot water to go and bath, and then find some quick breakfast, and then go on with his pakpakpa. If he gets 30 cedis, you have made his day.
Good.
And then there's somebody too who has, like the regular Joe, maybe driving, going to work now with the children, going to drop them off, who says like, look, the children are going to vacate this week. I've not paid my child's graduation fee. If I don't pay it, there will be wahala in the home.
And
my
the
wife
government
will fight
policy
me.
says graduation fees are taken care of.
Charlie, you've made his day. So everybody comes to the table with something.
Yes, but that is the stratification of society. That is how it must be done. My point is,
So
you
you
down
take
the
their
line
vote.
there, you down the line, you can't take a decision for the person who's looking at expanding his business, making more money such that you would get some as part of the GDP to be able to keep you getting that 30 cedis.
Patrice, that would mean that
Yes.
would mean that you are downplaying the role of the termite, the role of the
I will downplay
insects in the soil.
We are not
right?
here to
that,
joke.
That will help to put some nutrients
let me-
in the soil
You
to
hold-
help the corn to grow.
You
So
hold
can have
private
your
institutions.
or banku.
You hold private institutions in high esteem for the way they are very deliberate about electing and nominating
we
and
bash some of
appointing
them too.
people. Because we believe that structures work within that. Are you telling me that they should open up to that boy who sleeps in a kiosk and wakes up and doesn't know where to defecate and pisses just around anywhere and spits around anywhere? You want that person to vote to take a decision for you? What is that boy exposed to?
Let me read a message. Right?
That girl who is bleaching her skin left, right, and center.
It's a choice.
It's a choice, but is it good?
She's
Is it
changing her
healthy?
housing.
Is it
Look,
healthy?
Share your thoughts with us. 053
Not everyone must vote.
053 220 0927. 053 220
Yeah.
0927 is our WhatsApp line.
Yeah.
You can share your thoughts on this conversation. There's a message that's come through from a private legal practitioner and
Yes.
law lecturer, John Baptist. He says that Patrice is making the argument Socrates made many years ago. He asked, and this is what Socrates says. He asked, if you are sick, will you ask the population to vote and the doctor who wins should conduct the surgery? He answered by saying, no sane person will allow that. Then Socrates asked, so why do we allow that for the greatest office of all time? It's an argument that Socrates made. Right, in relation to why you will allow just anybody cast the votes and all of that. So there's a certain level of understanding and appreciation of the argument he makes. Right?
But the days of Socrates, with deference to his counsel and Socrates' stature in society and history and all of that, the days of Socrates, even though we have learned from it, have changed.
We're still learning.
Socrates didn't have social media.
Yes.
Socrates didn't have TikTok, WhatsApp, Facebook, Instagram. Mention that.
He did not live under the Akufo-Addo Bawumia administration.
And even John Mohammed's own
And he did not
generalist,
live under Mahama 1.
Mahama 2.
He did not live under Kufuor 1 and 2.
Something.
But his philosophy still prevail.
No.
Mills 2/3. He did not live under that.
So the point is this.
Yes.
Times have changed.
Yes.
Look, and sometimes,
And the human being has not.
Marina, we do this a lot. sometimes we are covering a demonstration, right? You hit the streets, you're with the masses, power to the people. The masses are always
the power
with
to
us.
the people.
Now, and then you find somebody holding a placard with some big English words.
Doesn't even know what's on it.
He doesn't know what is on it. And then when you switch the language and you ask him, Inti, ahamo mujina hamo ye den. Say abano my bread do. And they will break down the minor confirm for me if I'm telling lies or not.
They can't even read what's on the placard.
They can't read what they have, but if you switch the language for them, they will break down the issues for you.
Oh, they can't. Nobody can deceive me with that.
They are
recently, Dennis Abuaji's issue. The lady was there and she said what? She was scattered there. My point is this: look,
there are exceptions.
Yes, there are exceptions, but let us not downplay the role of structures in a society, and let's not say everybody must be called in to take a decision.
So for you, everybody must not vote.
No, not everybody must vote, because if you don't have anything important, how would you vote? So the person
So how do you determine that?
So how was this studio set up? It was a dream and vision of somebody to set it up, just to get qualified people to come and sit in and speak and then manage it. It wasn't just anybody who thought we should just come and sit here. Somebody would say that a radio station is not necessary. Let's go and sit under the mango tree.
Patrice, I have to make this quick announcement. So
yes, please.
The numbers, the WhatsApp number I shared, please don't call.
People are calling.
People are calling.
So that people
Ghana
don't talk. Don't you have a call-in number?
People want to call.
So Patrice will say those people should not vote.
Please. Allow people to call
those
in.
who are calling the WhatsApp line should not be allowed to vote.
Yeah, the WhatsApp line, please don't call.
But you have a call-in line, right?
Yes, we have call-in lines.
Allow them to call.
We can open the phone lines if there's a general consensus.
Yes. I think that it will be awesome to have the phone lines open. Patrice doesn't want those calling to vote.
We'll open the phone lines briefly.
Briefly.
053 220 0927 053 220 0927. Please send us a message.
The person is driving, wants to talk to you.
Right. So a message.
Give the calling
or
number.
A voice note as well.
You can send 927 2717.
053 220. Call numbers. 055 924 2717.
Again.
055 924 2717.
But when I see this message I got, it says, "Good morning, Johnny. Could you believe Ganorth Municipal Hospital has light off, but there's a standby generator, and up till now it has not been switched on to facilitate process of attending to patients. Should this person vote?" The person who has refused to turn on the generator to save lives, should the person be allowed to vote? Yes.
Eric inside Michelle Camp also says, "Good morning, gentlemen. I believe for fair judgment and understanding, everybody should be allowed to vote. However, after elections, the country must have a national agenda which we all agree to as a nation and should be enshrined in our constitution, that any party that refuses to follow the national agenda should be held accountable and penalized."
Okay, so sorry, Dr. Dodu.
You have somebody on the line, right?
You have somebody on the line. Sorry,
Edward from where? I can't hear Frederick.
Go ahead.
Right. Hello, Edward. Good morning to you. Where are you calling us from, please?
Good morning, sir. I'm calling from Washington.
Washington in the U.S. or in Ghana?
No, Washington, D.C. from Ashaiman.
Fantastic. Edward, just quickly, your thoughts on this conversation so that some others can...
I agree with my brother who's saying that not everybody must vote. You see, in case all of us we vote and we choose a president, then the president steps into the office, and the people who choose the president is not benefiting from the president. We are lacking. We will not know what to do. We cannot say, we should take him out because we gave him the power. Because so far as we have voted for him to be a president, he is in the office, and we gave him the power. And I don't think that power can feed all of Ghanaians. So someone may make a decision to vote, other may make a decision not to vote, because after all, at the end of the day, when the president is in the office, he or she is going to provide for himself.
Right.
Look,
And that is the most important.
Right.
So, I agree with my brother.
Right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for calling.
Mawena, you know where the problem is?
Yeah.
The problem is that everybody goes to vote. When we finish voting,
We go to bed.
we go to bed, we don't ask questions. That's one. Number two, it's just like what we do when we pay taxes. All of us are here are tax compliant, right?
Yeah.
Do we follow what our taxes are used for? I've always said that, look, you pay property rate, business operation permits, blah, 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 it goes to the assembly. And then when your roads are not good, your street lights not working, your gutters are choked, blah, 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 you go and be chasing the MP. When the MC sleeps at home.
Imagine.
So you can vote, and everybody must vote, but you have to chase the people. That's what the Americans do.
Responsibility does not end with just voting.
Exactly the point.
People's assembly.
So it's not the
People's assembly.
It's not the people
Right.
voting. Look, if
People's assembly.
the people who live in an electoral area go and say that, Assemblyman, you have been here for 1 year, you have not called us to a meeting to
Right.
discuss the issues of the area, he will be forced to do that.
Absolutely.
Because it is in the bylaw. It's in Act 693, or I've forgotten the act, the Local Government Act. I've forgotten it. But do we do that?
We don't. We're going to pick 5 calls.
Yes.
SK is calling us from Amasaman. SK, good morning to you. Talk to us quickly where you stand on this debate.
Marina. Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Oh, okay. Thanks so much for bringing in Colin. And we also welcome Mr. Johnny as well. One thing I want to say is we share your assertion, but for me, my problem is the NDC has given too much space to their opponent, the opposition, knowing very well that they did not treat this country to standard. Someone who supervised our finance has fled from the soil of Ghana. He did not account to Ghanaians. And still, all they are saying is seeking to come on power or to come back to power. Meanwhile, they've not addressed the issue confronting Ghanaians. They have left a very big scar on Ghanaians. They should be very careful.
Right. Thank you for calling, SK. Teller is calling us from Dansuman. Hello, Teller. Good morning to you.
Yes. Thank you very much. So you're not giving me the opportunity.
Yes, I was hearing you were speaking in the background, and I was trying to find
opportunity.
Yes.
Enjoy the opportunity, Teller.
So, Teller, speak to us.
Yes. The opportunity given me here, I wanted to explain clearly that when you give an opportunity to an ordinary card holder of a political party, that political party who is having a membership card will eventually disturb or distort the whole system that a political party wants to create. Because already I believe that a political party has been given the opportunity to create a regional administration, at the same time create a constituency administration. And that constituency administration must handle the various polling stations. So these polling stations must have members who must work there to see that the polling stations operate. So if you allow every ordinary member bearing a card, let me tell you, the system as we speak now is very polluted. Because some members can be holding 3 different membership cards of 3 different political parties. Has this thing been worked on to feed them out so that they cannot bear any political affiliate? If you allow this, or the court gives this order to be in mandatory, I don't accept it. That is my argument here.
Right.
You get anything?
Right.
She's waiting to the
Thank you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where we started.
Yeah,
from,
we started
actually,
off.
which
Yeah.
is
Big man,
so,
let me ask you.
Thank you very much for calling.
Let me ask you, what was Kroboeduse's background? Educational background. Kroboeduse in President
Yes.
Nkrumah's government. Well, I'm coming.
Yeah,
What was his background? He was a minister, yeah?
Yes.
I met his son not so long ago. He's like a bigwig, went to Oxford.
Yeah, man.
But his father didn't step foot in Oxford, not in Lagos,
Sharp.
not in any of those schools. But his father was a minister. Did he underperform? Did he help to build the nation? Did he help to shape it?
He underperformed. Lee Kuan Yew will tell you that when he visited Krobo Eduse and went to his office and he showed off his golden bed and golden this, that was when he knew that Ghana was going
But
down.
Lee Kuan Yew is a communist. The political ideologies are different.
It's not even about being a communist. I mean,
different.
if Lee Kuan Yew would use Krobo Eduse
as the standard.
As the standard.
And that's
You understand?
The Lee Kuan Yew himself is
then to
problematic.
hell with Lee Kuan Yew.
No,
He should get his right and
today,
speak.
Because you
everybody, Lee Kuan
cannot
Yew has
use.
transformed.
It doesn't matter whether he transformed Jupiter. If you want to use Krobo Eduse as the standard to measure every Ghanaian, then you have a thinking problem.
I'm saying that.
It is evident.
No, Patrice, I'm saying that.
How is it evident?
Under Lee Kuan Yew,
do you behave like Krobo Eduse?
Under Lee Kuan Yew, Mawela cannot wear his nice blue suit with this white shirt. You cannot wear your nice blue suit, K, with this your checkered shirt, right? Patrice cannot wear his nice black suit with his turtleneck.
But how is Singapore?
I'm coming. I cannot wear my nice kaftan with my dapper. Under Lee Kuan Yew.
How?
We all have to wear the same color. Everything socialist. If you have more than somebody, you are in trouble.
But how is Singapore looking today?
Let me read a few more messages, right? So this one is from Okukutan. Says, interestingly, Plato's Okukutan.
Yes.
Okay.
Interestingly, Plato's Protagoras presents the opposing democratic idea to Socrates. Technical crafts may belong to specialists, but justice and civic judgment must be shared broadly because society cannot exist when political virtue belongs only to a few.
Power to the people.
Godsman from Dansuma says, Patrice is not understanding the basic tenet of democracy. Tell him he is on radio speaking because of democracy. Who determines who votes or not? Who determines who speaks on radio or not? From where I sit, so he's saying that.
It's okay.
He's saying from where he shouldn't be on radio.
I shouldn't be on radio. Yes,
He's voting. They are voting against you now.
the point is that the Bible says that in seeking all things, seek understanding.
Yes.
He may have knowledge, but he hasn't got understanding.
Oh, relax.
No, I'm not insulting. No. I'm very inviting of various comments because my point is premised on the fact that day in, day out, we come and sit on air and criticize the kind of politics that we have in this country.
Right.
The kind of people we are put in positions of trust.
But communism is not a solution either.
I have not said we should be communists.
Looking for examples. Don't look for
I've not said we should
Do you prefer a world? Do you prefer a global landscape where China is number one and where communism is?
You see, not necessarily. My point is that it is meritocracy.
Where rice is free, but you have to buy the stew.
Can you imagine?
I believe in meritocracy.
Clapping in the same
rhythm. I strongly believe in meritocracy.
Haven't you?
That is what happens in China, happens in Singapore, happens in Korea.
I have one more caller on
One at a time. Yes, go ahead.
Maestro on the phone.
Maestro.
He's been on for a very long time. Maestro, good morning to you and share your thoughts as well.
Good morning, Mawina. How are you doing?
We are doing well, Maestro.
I have a problem with Johnny. I have a problem with him.
Why do you have a problem with me?
Please say.
Why you put my phone on busy or what? Anytime I call you, your number is busy.
You've been calling me. Sorry. Send Momo and see if the number works.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You guys are doing well.
Thank you.
You know your program is one of my big fans. So
thank you. Enjoy.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Enjoy.
that is where the truth is. And you said the record straight. But Johnny, you see this Supreme Court ruling. You see, it is two ways. Other people are happy, or other people are not happy. But we are in the political party. I started at the police station, ward level, to the constituency level now. And this ruling have to end the monetization at the parliamentary level and the presidential level.
Right.
Johnny, to be honest with you, if you are not into this, you may look at it different, or you see it differently. Now, the monetization is going to be more than before.
That's how you see it.
That's how he knows he's a delegate.
Yes, I'm into it. You know what?
No, I mean it's a red flag. Some of us have raised.
The more the number, the more the demand. To be honest with you, because if today you be giving like 500 to 1,500 people, now you are bringing more, and you want to win. What do? Do you go to election to lose or to go to win? Whatever you have to give out for you to win. So today, sometimes people are spoken, but some of us look at it other differences altogether. But let's see what the party will come out.
Great.
Right, Maestro, thank you as well for sharing.
I was at the University of Ghana Central Cafeteria covering an election, internal elections.
Yeah.
So I went there around like 5 a.m. No journalist, concerned job.
Yeah.
You have to be there to see who is coming, who is going. I got there early, and then I saw that there were pockets of meetings happening.
Sorted them out.
People were being sorted out. Then I saw cloth. Different cloths, GTP. Was being distributed.
Holland,
and the women. Yeah, the men wanted the cash. The women, they wanted the cloth. I was okay, no problem. So come 7 a.m., come 8, come 9. Then the election was supposed to begin around 10:30.
Yeah.
Hey, 9:30, 9:45, 2-3 trucks pull up.
Buses.
No, 2-3 trucks. Like those trucks that the electronic companies use. They brought fridge, microwave, TV, blender. Hey, they will call somebody.
That's a cocoa season.
Charlie, they distribute the thing. So the guy who came earlier,
we saw one, wasn't it? Yawaso.
Yeah, Yawaso, Baba Jamal's constituency. Yawaso East or something.
No, this year.
Now, the guy who came to distribute the cloth and the earlier money at 5, he was just standing there looking helpless because his opponent had brought TV and microwave and everything and flat screens. Look, 32-inch TV. That day I saw plenty. At the time in my room as a young journalist, my TV was not even 30. It was Tipon Kosu. No. It was the one with the protruded hunchback.
Tipon Kosu.
Charlie, rubbish. So I was thinking, I'm here covering this thing.
Spread it wider.
And I don't have. So, look, it will happen anyway.
How many people took the decision at the Supreme Court?
But you need it's a 5-2. But you need to understand something that I think this decision in isolation will not be as efficient as we think it is. It must be accompanied with a reform of the political parties bill.
They were given 1 year to do that.
Look, it must be accompanied
they have
with
been
that.
given 1 year to do that.
Because if I'm talking about the bill itself. How political parties are sponsored, how they are funded. Because if that is not looked at critically, then this ruling is as useless as anything else.
In the 2020 elections, per the Electoral Commission's own laws, parties are supposed to submit their fully audited accounts to the Electoral Commission
they didn't
6 months prior to the elections.
Right.
At the time, in 2016, 2020, I don't remember, but one of the major elections that we had in this country, it was only PPP. Dr. Papa Kwetizi Indum's PPP that has submitted. So NDC and NPP,
because they probably didn't have old history.
Yes, but I'm saying that
but they did anyway.
but they did.
Yeah.
I'm saying that if the Electoral Commission had been faithful to the law, fidelity to the law, they would have disqualified the NDC and the NPP. And PPP would have been the candidate on the thing for us to vote for. But they didn't.
But look at IPAC and all that.
They did. They made residual opportunities available to the NDC and the NPP. So they could submit their fully audited account. The law must be the law. Now, Dr. Ishmael Ni Amano Dodu of the 24-hour economy, he sends this. He says, "Good morning, Johnny. I'm listening to you and your team. I wish I could call in to give some ideas." Now, he submits. 1, grassroots are not, into brackets, stupid. It's only that their states is necessarily constructed and sustained by the powers of poverty and very bad political system which entrench their poor economic state. 1. 2, those who build nations are people with knowledge, capacity, skill, and natural talents. These are elements which have nothing to do with literacy, whether you can read or write. 3, over 10% of U.S. population of billionaires are illiterate in English. They can only speak the language because it's their mother tongue. Same as rich men in, he mentioned Kumasi magazine, who is literate in English. Universal suffrage is critical for inclusive democracy. What we need to do is address ignorance. Medium such as what you have needs to educate people rather than becoming condescending as. Okay, he says Patrick.
No, mention it. No, mention it. It's an open field.
Condescending as one of the members is doing now. 5, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah's first priority when he assumed presidency of Ghana was to address ignorance in all its elements among citizens.
I hate that we couldn't allow him do that.
And finally, perhaps we have to focus on these fundamental issues of ignorance by empowering citizens to know and understand their rights.
I would want Prof to be invited to the studio. I'd like to have a one-on-one with him.
Oh, no.
What I am saying is not condescending. What I'm saying is factual, because the world is such that
I think it's relative.
Yes,
and
if you are not exposed,
I think we've brought.
If you are not exposed to something, you can't speak to it.
Philosophical backings
Yes.
as well,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
I spoke about Socrates. A message came from
Absolutely,
Socrates,
yes.
and then there was another
Yes.
message about
From
Plato.
Okukutan, yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Even in America,
From
that was
Plato.
because
we have to go for sport,
for
and I have to
sport.
read a number of the messages
Yeah.
that have come through as well. This one says, "Greetings to the entire team. As for me, I don't vote because of the system of the winner takes all. Our politicians don't think of the ordinary Ghanaian. Kaswa SEC and Atala Road is full of manholes and causing heavy traffic for commuters. I wake up at 3 a.m. to get to work in order to avoid traffic."
Jonathan
This is sad.
Shine.
Jonathan Syme, Adamon Syme.
He promised me that they were going to fix that road.
What? That road?
Yes, the
Which one?
Atala, Old Barrier, SCC,
He has-
West
he's
Hills
a
Mall.
manager
So-
there.
You know, when it rains, that road is no more trouble.
Hope from West Legon also says this is an attack on the core of our nationhood. National development does not come from excluding citizens. It relies on building strong, impartial, and accountable institutions that serve everyone.
Yeah.
Institutions.
So
And I will lean on Johnny's point. When you vote,
Yes.
it is not the end of the story.
follow the vote,
But
follow
if,
your tax.
If your
When we
understanding
discard-
is WAP,
when we
Who
discard
are you going to vote
universal
for?
suffrage,
No, but
So addressing
Patrice,
ignorance,
you need
we
to
wrote
understand that
public
voting
trust.
is not based on academic intelligence.
No.
So that's
But
cool.
even to
It
become
is.
an MP, you
It
don't
is.
need academic intelligence. No.
Abeku,
No.
voting is based on academic
No,
intelligence.
no,
If
not
to
academic
even become an
intelligence.
MP in this country, you don't need academic intelligence.
That's what the problem is.
You must be
No.
21. You must have lived in the
Patrice,
constituency.
Patrice,
and you
we
must be
have
of
seen.
sound
Look,
mind.
I'm
There's no
telling you for
academic
a
flag.
fact.
we have to go.
There are people,
What are we
you know,
talking?
Mawena, let me land. You see,
Yeah,
Patrice,
yes.
we've seen a lot of doctors, professors, whatnot lead this country. Where are we now?
Have we not had a member of parliament who sat in parliament under oath by a bipartisan committee on national television say he wasn't thinking straight? What are you talking to me?
Right, I'll read.
Is he not educated? Is he not a chartered accountant?
Which one would you
Is he-
opt for?
Has he not been the head of our public accounts committee? Blah 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 blah.
Which
I
one
beg,
would you
Johnny,
opt
He said I was not thinking
Johnny, do you know the
straight. What are you
university
talking
Rawlings
about?
went to?
5 to the top.
Do you know
of
the
the hour.
university?
Rawlings went to no university.
Do you know does he have a master's?
Look, even our former chief of defense staff,
Yes.
Brigadier General Nunu Mensah,
Yeah,
former
Brigadier-
chief of the defense staff, controlling all the people who had ACCA, engineer, this, blah, 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 blah. His was O level.
There's something called
O-level.
experience and exposure.
Expertise.
Experience.
5 to the top of the hour. I'll read.
University did Cowboy do say attend? Which university did Cowboy do say no? Which
we have to
university
continue, we're
did
not
Cowboy do say attend? Which university did Cowboy do say attend?
Right, gentlemen, we have to go. Let me read the messages. Let me read the messages. Abeku Sego, right? Abeku Sego sends this one. It says, in the days of Socrates.
We have engineers in this country who supervise gutters that are reverse gears. Is that one to an engineer or a doctor?
Abeku Sego says, in the days of Socrates, their societies were made up of slave owners and slaves, and he believed that slaves should not vote. Is it the fault of those Patrice things should not vote that they find themselves in the situation they are in? He asked a question. Those he believes must vote. What have they done to make society better? Yes. It simply boils down to devising ways of identifying the best material for leadership, as the Chinese have done. Yeah. Musa Ali Kone from WA says, good morning, great discussion. So I watched the Public Accounts Committee of Parliament some months ago, and one of the reports indicated that a deceased person was paid for months, even though those who validated the deceased person attended his funeral. In all sincerity, do you really think such persons, those who validated the deceased, are eligible to choose leaders for us? You really think such people should participate in electing leaders? He asks. God bless our homeland, Ghana. One of the constitutional requirements of every voter is the person must be of sound mind. What constitutes a sound mind? And how has the EC ensured the constitutional requirement is applied since 1992? That is NESA sending that one in. Good morning. I will not sit down for somebody to vote for a wicked person to rule over me. So I will vote. In fact, everybody should vote to avoid a wicked person ruling us. We have seen some before. Alhaji Haruna inside a Sherman. Good morning. I'm Dominic. Afachao from Kokomlemle, please, we the citizens are suffering because of transport issues. So help us talk to the Speaker of Parliament to have the MPs deduct 1,500 or 2,000 from their salaries every 2 months to buy buses. He sends an interesting one. Okay, so Godsman sends a message again. I think we've read all of that, right? So we're going to get into